Well, welcome back to York, Carolina. During this coronavirus, a lot of parents are now become homeschool teachers, and they're probably trying to learn new ways to keep the kids calm, keep their stress level really low during this. And so we're bringing in Dr. Alex Trivedi, who's going to help us this morning with some ways to help keep your kids calm and reduce that stress. Dr. Trivedi, good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Jamarcus.
So let's talk about this. We know that parents are now, they're put under a whole different level of stress by having to become teachers now with things that they've learned years and years ago. So that stress is high for the parents. And we want to make sure that it doesn't transfer to the kids because their routines have already been uprooted and things have been changed. How can we help manage this?
Yeah, it's absolutely right. Parents, your stresses are going to be relayed to your kids very easily. And the kids are going to see that. And unfortunately, or fortunately for that matter, is that the kids don't know how to respond, right? They're confused, they're lost, they're scared, just like all of us are at some level, right? We're all confused, and that's understandably so. But one of the things you want to do with your kids is you want to stay calm around them as much as you can. No matter if you're freaked out, if you're scared, understandably so there is. But you want to make sure when you're around your kids right now, you stay calm, lighthearted. The energy is focused on things that are more productive for them. That's so important at this time.
Mm-hmm. And so managing your tone around them too is very important because it's easy to get really frustrated, really anxious because everything's been canceled. Our way of lives is totally different. So, but it's important to keep that calm tone when you're around them as well.
It's extremely important to do that because the tone is they're gonna hear the tone, and if your tone is frustrated, angry, scared, they're gonna pick up on that, and their body, their nervous system is gonna simply react to that, and they don't even know why they'll respond that way, but they'll respond in fear. And the more we can keep them calm rather than anxious right now, it's gonna make the parents' life a lot easier.
All right, and our next one too, I think, is valuable for adults as well as parents that are going to be going talking to their kids. It's like learning your facts before you talk to your kids because misinformation does us all a disservice.
There's no question, right? Like you can't just watch one source and say, hey, look, this is what's about to happen. That's really like a lot of misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
So before you talk to your kids, know what you're talking about, discuss it, do your research before you tell them, because if you're wrong and you're now telling the kids about that, they're going to be scared and they're going to be frustrated. It's wise to know all the data before you go to the children and explain anything to them, because they're going to ask, but you might as well know first.
Right, and you don't want them to take that misinformation and then play a game of telephone. Then they talk to their friends who are going to then tell their friends, and then so before you know it, you have something that's kind of gone out of control.
Well, that's how social media takes it, right? Someone gets one misinformation and all of a sudden it's tweeted everywhere, and now it's a viral thing. And with your kids, you want to make sure that you don't do that.
It's good information. And you also say, give the kids something to look forward to. I know a lot right now, the beach trips may have been, the trip to Disney may have been, rescheduled or kind of indefinite, but giving them something that they can look forward and could look forward to.
Yeah, I do. I recommend this highly. Your kids all love to do something, whether it be video games and Fortnite or YouTube. Let them do more of what they love to do right now, because this is their permission. That's where kids learn the most, in doing the things that they want. Some people say, Fortnite, well, that's a bad thing. Video games, that's a bad thing. That's not necessarily true. They're learning a lot of skills inside of that. You just don't see it. But it's wise to let them do the things that they love. I'll give you an example of this. My son and daughter, they're both huge soccer fans. So I've got them doing projects right now, helping the community, doing videos and exercises, teaching kids how to play soccer indoors. And they got YouTube channels, they got followers, and they're making these videos, and they're doing this productively together, which is keeping their attention, their focus, and their energy on a higher level.
And social media, they're becoming social media influencers at the same time. There you go.
I'm working on it. Jamarcus, trying to get them ahead of the curve.
Yeah, get that retirement in line. They'll be your retirement.
I'm trying.
Dr. Alex Trivedi, thank you so much for all of this information on both how to keep your immune system healthy during this time and also on managing stress for your kids. Great information for our viewers, and we hope that you'll come back and see us here on York, Carolina. We're going to need you in the next couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months. We'll need you.
Happy to be here, Jamarcus. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back to York, Carolina. I am joined with Joyce McAbee. She is the president of MONOGRAM Concierge. And back during normal times, Joyce, you were a great guest on our show, and you were telling us all kind of things that your company does. So kind of remind us exactly who you are and what you do.
Perfect. Megan, we do a little bit of anything for anybody. So we're kind of like a magic genie. So instead of rubbing that magic lamp like it used to do 100 million years ago, now you just pop your phone out and send us a text, and your wish is our command. So, wish the laundry was done, we got it. Wish you were more organized, we got it. Decluttered, we got it. We can pretty much help with anything you need. We're a concierge firm.
I love it. Now, how has kind of maybe the scope of some of your services changed in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic?
Yeah, we pretty much target in a couple of primary areas all the time. So we take care of homes from one end to the other. We spend a lot of time in kitchens, laundry rooms, capital letters, laundry rooms, closets, attics, basements. We're organizing, doing all kinds of things. And of course, we take care of automobiles. So this morning we have a client's automobile at the dealership getting service, a necessary service, and then pets, all kinds of things. Now, during this time, of course, we're really, really practicing, oh my gosh, safety, safety, safety for the concierges themselves and for our clients and client families, of course. So we're following all the CDC guidelines, and then we're trying to create social distancing. So normally when we have a client situation, the client's not home. So this is an unusual time for us as well. So we've got clients at home and the families at home. So we're really trying to create some space. So while they're out getting lunch in the drive-through line, we're in decluttering. So.
Oh, that's a smart. I like that. You're just kind of going around things and still doing stuff.
Absolutely. And also within the home, we can isolate. So you can be in the family room, on a conference call with your work. Mom or dad can be homeschooling the kids. We can be in the garage, making the space beautiful and organized, something that you've been putting off for forever, and still would like to do it during this time, but safe social distancing. So we're really, really practicing that, but still able to help our clients get some wishes come true.
I love it. I think it's so smart because during this time, I'm like, we really need to organize our garage because now that we can't go to our gym that we usually go to, that's a great place to do it. But there's the bikes and all the summer stuff. So you could actually come and do that for us.
Of course, yeah. So we've worked just during the COVID crisis. We've taken care of some attics. We still have clients that are in their winter clothes because, being on the phone with work, homeschooling, and schlepping the spring clothes out of the attic, it's just too much. So we've helped with attics, basements, all kinds of spaces in the home. We just create social distancing in the home. And of course, we're doing all kinds of errands for people, all kinds. We're in the grocery stores all day long. We try, because we're familiar with it, and that's normally part of our job, we're familiar with things so we can get in and out much quicker than the average person can, and we combine errands. So, for the safety of our concierges, but all kinds of errands, anything that you need, we can do right now.
I love it, Joyce. How can people, if they're watching at home right now, how can they get in touch with you and kind of what's the rules? Like if they wanted something, at a certain time, they need to give you a certain amount of heads up.
Yeah, we really don't have rules. Again, we're that magic genie. So if you need it right now, we typically can go and get it right now. If you need it a couple of hours from now, that's even better. But really, it's a quick call. So our number is 283-6770. You can reach us at monogramconcierge.com. We've got, our systems are all in place. So if you just need something right now, we can take care of that, take care of the billing, et cetera, et cetera. And one thing I do want to mention is vendor management right now. So if you've got the cable guy coming in, you've got a leak underneath your sink, anything like that, we can manage that process from one end to the other, including paying for it, and then we'll bill you back.
See, you're making our lives a little less stressful at a time where a lot of people are super stressed. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to tell people about what we do.
You got it. Y'all remember this, okay? Monogram Concierge. If maybe you don't need it for yourself, maybe your parents need it, you have a friend, you see, a mom with a lot of kids that are a little stressed, this could help relieve them in a big way.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Megan.
Thank you, Joyce. Appreciate it.